The first question that I want to ask you guys, how is the theme of advocacy conveyed in a prom divided, and how does that apply to the project we did with the professional letters and giving them to the Supreme Court justices? Go ahead, guys. Let's begin to talk.
Um, I think it relates because some of the students advocated for themselves that they didn't want to be segregated in prom, and some of them were interracial couples, and they felt that they didn't want to be separated, but it was all of their parents and grandparents' fault that they were separated, and they wanted to become separated and advocate.
Could somebody else connect that to what we did recently with the project?
I think it connects to what we did recently with the project because if we would never did that project, no one really would have tried to make a change for us. So we had to step up and do it ourselves and get the responsibility to do the letter ourselves and try to get help instead of waiting for somebody else to do it. So we had to take responsibility.
At this point, I'm just expecting everybody in the middle to keep talking.
Could you repeat the question one more time?
I think my new question is, what can we expect to happen with these letters? Like once we send them to the Indiana Department of Education, and what are we going to do if it backfires? Such as what happened with the prom divide. Like what would we be willing to do?
We'll be willing to do other things other than write letters. We can maybe make videos or we can do other things to send to them and try to get their attention.
I would say we can go to the media like ABC News is always out here when something bad happens. So like talk to them about it and like make it a well-known thing that's happening here at Gary Roosevelt.
We can reach out to people who know people, and like Africa said, connect to the media in the way possible, and maybe post it, get it on our Facebook page we have, or get it across social media people, and maybe it'll reach as far as getting on the news.
Mr. Hill, thank you so much. Mr. Hill, what do you think, what did you learn about advocacy through this project?
I learned that advocacy, once you do things for yourself, it could really change something. Like if you reach out for help and like do it very well, like you could make a difference in something.
To apply advocacy for ourselves, it taught us that we need to start doing things for ourselves because when you get to the real world, you can't rely on other people to help you with things. And that when you do it for yourself, you can possibly get the results that you want. But if you're working with someone else, like trying to get like someone older than you to help you advocate yourself, you probably have to wait on them, and they're probably trying to change what you're doing or tone it down so that like with the school, like the whole mold thing, they don't be wanting us to tell about that because we're not even supposed to be in school with mold here. But when we're advocating for ourselves, we don't have to worry about them trying to tell us what to say and what not to say.
I agree. Go ahead.
I completely agree with Jasmine. We really do need to advocate for ourselves because, as you can see, the ceiling is literally falling apart, and we do have mold up in the school. And how are we going to actually get something done if people don't know about this? We literally have to say something about this because myself, I can't be around this because of my issue, and I do not want to be dying because I'm trying to learn in the ceilings or field with some type of microscopic bacteria or something like that, or some type of life form that can put me in danger.
I think my last question is what did it take for us to have though in order to advocate for ourselves? Like what did we have to do that was different from past classes? Anybody just talk?
We actually got the information from Ms. Henry about the
Okay, so the photographer's pictures had a big impact for advocating for these students. So one of the students gave a tip to her, and she allowed her to take the picture of the segregated proms. It made a bigger impact. So it was like, since they were reaching out for help and weren't getting it, the pictures brought the images to life. So basically, it made the problem real.
And I guess at this point. All right, can you let someone else go now? Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I like to connect with what Tommy said because social media is a very strong tool, and since that we advocate for ourselves, we could get a bigger following, like Tommy said, and since we're advocating for ourselves, it brings like a more serious subject to the matter. Like if we ourselves have to do it, they can see that we can solicit sympathy and show that we're not getting any help. So at that point, we could.
Can anybody connect all one or any of these ideas back to the article?